here we are. We are back out on the airfield lake, but part of it you've not seen for a long time, to be honest with you. I don't think, I was talking to Ian earlier, who's down in the point swim to the right of me, and I don't think I've fished this part of the complex since prior to the original lockdown, 2000, whatever it was, March. I think I had a 24 or 26 out of here. I think it was 24 actually. But yeah, I haven't been down here for a long time. Mainly sort of, no really, why haven't I been down here? Prefer the other lake, feel there's bigger fish in that section. It's the area I've seen the bigger fish from, but at the moment, because the water level is low, and there's sort of 3 other people on there at the moment, we've been sort of pushed down this way really, which is okay. You know, I actually quite like this. We call it the bottom lake, because originally there was sort of it was 3 lakes, but they're now all joined together. There's a channel between them both. But yeah, it's a long time since I've been here, very long time. If you search back on the podcasts and diaries and things, you will actually find this lake, and you'll find not this swim. I think the swim just slightly to the left, which is about sort of 20 foot away. But yeah, we're set up there, all set to go, all looking good. Rods are down there, out on the spot. There's a nice little bar and plateau out there, and yeah, we shall see really. There's a lot of fish been showing way over the far margins, because they just seem to show that showing that area quite a lot. I'm not sure if I can actually sort of step slightly to the right here and maybe I'll zoom in a little bit for you. Let's just do a little in stages. There's a gap there right in the middle of the screen. Now I fished that gap. That's the gap I fished before when I was sort of doing quite a lot of it a few years back on here. I live down here quite a lot. It's part of the lake. The problem I find with this part of the lake is there's 2 swims along that bank over there that I'm looking at the moment, and they're quite hard to get to. Long, really walk. There's a point to the left of me that's got some really big concrete blocks in it, so you can't fish it. So realistically, there's 1, 2, 3, 5 swims on here, and if you get too many people on here, it's just not worth fishing it really. Not worth fishing it at all. So I there's a lot of people on here. I just pull away. And over the years, I've just stayed on the main lake really, and not really bothered with here. You know, I'm not bothered with here at all really. But we do love this lake. We do love this lake a lot. It's nice. I'd like to fish down here more often, realistically, but you can't. Once these swims are full, I feel it's yeah, not worth fishing. Not worth fishing at all. So we sort of keep away, but it's a lovely spot. You can see the car park in the distance there, woods behind me, just open fields, and completely different. Absolutely gorgeous really. Not sure what you're going to see from up here, whether you can see the lake or not, but no, it's a different aspect of the lake. It's not all open and gravel pits and things like this. This is the swim I used to fish quite a bit. I prefer it, but for some reason the fish like to kite right along that margin over there, which is problematic in its own sort of way. But no one's fished here for a long time. It's completely and utterly overgrown. You know, absolutely overgrown. But no, we've got a few nights on here. Ian's down on a point to the right of me. I'll go into his swim and show you tomorrow where he is. We've sort of took us a while to actually pick a swim and choose where we wanted to go, so we're a little bit behind time. Sat down and had a little bit of a rest, a few little drinks, bit of lunch, and it's now coming up to 6 o'clock. He's got to get his rods out. I need to tidy up my bivvy. So my rod's out been quite a while, so always quite good really. Hopefully, just hopefully, we might catch something this weekend. Don't know, we'll just have to see. But yeah, don't it look nice? Totally different aspect. You're used to gravel pits and crunching on my feet. It's all grass and lovely area down here. If you search back through my videos way ago, I think I spent a lot of time down here when I first joined. Absolutely beautiful part of the lake, beautiful part of the complex. Really is nice. Right, I now have to sort the rest of my bivvy out before it's still a bit of a mess in there. It needs a little bit of tidying out and things. I need to sort that out before it gets too dark. Get my lights set up and everything all set to go. I'm ready for hopefully an interesting night. Don't know, first nights on here. Just have to wait and see really. But it's looking good. Feeling good. It does look beautiful, doesn't it really? I do quite like this place. Really is nice. Not the biggest, folks, by a long shot. But hey, it's not a blank. But after the rain, it's all rattled off. There we go. Pretty little rocket. This chunky beauty. I'm gonna go 20, I would say, so I'm happy about that. Nice chunky fish, very good. Perfect, eh? Absolutely perfect. Oh, you look at the tails on them, they're like it's torpedoes, ridiculous things. Ridiculous. There we go. I tell you what, you wouldn't. It's hard to tell the difference. To be perfectly honest, things fight so hard. I still haven't got around to calculating what the weight of the other one is yet, so who knows really. But there you go, all about £10 that one. Get me happy. Numbers to the list, but there we go, crikey. Radio, this lot are on the munch, it's unbelievable. There we go. Well, that was a crazy hour. Unbelievable. Yeah, 3 takes. 2 sort of 10-11 pounders and a 22. Unbelievable. I think at one point I didn't even have a rod in the water. So yeah, it's been a long time since this place has been like that. It's one of the reasons why we most always bring 2 landing nets. It used to be chaotic like that. So it's nice to see a little bit of fun. A bit wearing out, I must admit. I am extremely tired. It's at 5:30. I've even had a cup of coffee yet. I've just put the kettle on. Just put it in the cup. Realised I forgot my milk, so black coffee for me this weekend. Or unless I can be bothered to take a trip out to get some milk, which I might do. Don't know. We'll see really. See how things go really. No idea if Ian's caught or anything. It's been raining on and off since, who knows when through the night. As I said, the rain just stopped and the fish started feeding, which is one of their normal patterns on here. So it's quite good really. A bit hairy going down that bank down there, must admit, to get the rods. My little light thing over there is quite handy. The problem is I have to go down, pick the rod up and come back up just to get the height. So I was toying the idea of moving the rods up a little bit higher, but after playing the fish this morning and seeing all the bats around, I don't think that's a good idea. I'll be plagued with bats and not sleep either, so it's sort of lesser of 2 evils really. Right, I need to get this cup of coffee down my neck and get things sorted out. I've got to spend some time writing now their blog, and yeah, trying to remember at which order the fish came in, etc, etc. Unbelievable. Right. Fantastic. Catch up with you later. What a lovely afternoon. I've topped up the swim with a load of bait after last night's activities. It's just got to be done realistically. Did that about 2ish. Been out for a walk, come back. It's now about 3:30. Nice to have a look around the lake and walk around this sort of area we haven't been for quite a while, I must admit. It's quite sort of a bit of inspiration to try and fish down here again if things are free and available. Just have to see realistically. But Ian's just popped back to his swim. I'm going to come back and have a few glasses, a little bite to eat and things, and then I'll settle down for the evening. And fingers crossed, a repeat of last night happens again. But this place can do some strange things. You know, going back to my last session where I just did one night, it was a quick night with Ian. I had 3. That night he had none. Second night he had 3. Third night he had none. Like 3's the number really, so I can see myself quite happily sitting here, and you never know. Literally just only having 3 takes in total. But I ain't gonna be for want of trying, I must admit. We are going to be giving it our best shot and seeing where we go really. Right, I might catch up with you in the evening a little bit later, in the as the sun sets behind everything. But I've got 2 bang on the spot, absolutely perfect, and that's all we can do really. Hope for the best. Either that or I get a good night's sleep, which I could nearly do with, but it's a bit naughty in it really, but there we go. Sometimes you just need to fish for yourself. Right, I shall catch up with you later on. Hopefully we get a nice sunset and it'll look absolutely gorgeous. What an absolute stonking evening it is. Doesn't that look absolutely wonderful, that sunset? It really is. I doubt you're going to see it. We'll give it a go. We've got to be very careful. It goes down there. Not sure if I can zoom in. Is it through the grass? There's a deer over there. There was a whole herd about 10-15 minutes ago. We'll try and sneak along here and get a better. There we go. We can actually now see. Zoom in. And slightly to the right. Get down a bit. There he is. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, as I said, there's a whole herd of them a little while ago. It's absolutely wonderful, this place is. You know, if I move slightly to the right here now, I see through the. He's moving as fast as I am. Bless him, he's quite sort of happy about the whole situation, really. But yeah, no, it is absolutely wonderful here. Look at it, the sun, look at that light in the trees. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. What better place could you want to fish? He's not even bothered about the dog barking in the distance. I've been very quiet. Occasionally you'll hear me move, but you'll have a look. But come up to this swim here and look out. I think we're going to get a better view of the sunset if we come from here. We might not, I don't know really. So yeah, it's quite nice and pleasant. But I've had my tea, a few glasses of wine, last fading rays of light. Yeah, and before it's time to install Netflix for the evening, play on my phone or something. It does pass the time quite nicely. I'm already prepared for the night. I do really like to be prepared, you know. I've got my waist sling, I've got my camera kit, got my tripod. I haven't got my scales out because I do worry about the electronics and them getting wet or anything like that. It all sits there nicely. You know, got my light up there, which beams down nicely. It seems to sort of work pretty well with the pictures and stuff. And once I've taken a few photographs, I just move the tripod over and yeah, just carry on watching really. Have a little bit of a wander up here. I don't go too far away. Never know this time of night. See where Ian is actually. I did say I'd do that, but I haven't done it. I think he's nodded off really. But he's a little point through here. I won't go all the way. But it's peaceful and quiet and tranquil here. He might be cooking his tea, I don't know really. But we might have nodded off after a few glasses. Alright, he's clanging around doing stuff. Let's see what the sunset looks like in his swim. There you go, you come through here. Lovely little swim. Nicely tucked away. Area here. Really beautiful. There he is, he's wandering around. Oh, he's getting his scales out, he's a brave man. He's confident he's going to catch. Yeah, look at that sunset, it's absolutely gorgeous. Half the reason why I came in here. Ooh. There we go, look at that for a sunset. Absolutely stonking. Little buggers had a fish. I didn't realise that, I just realised his rod's on the floor. Very sneaky and quiet. Yeah? Oh. Do apologise, I was talking to the wildlife. Crikey. You're going to need a hand there. In fact, I might actually have to stop recording. Good luck. That was all a bit of excitement and good fun. Look at that. Fantastic. Hey, daylight hours, what more can we complain about? Well done, Mr. Smoker. You ain't blanked, have you? Nope. All important. Use your old Hoover, that is. Lovely. Yeah, absolutely. Right then, let's get some... My cameraman. Yeah, right. I'm off back to my own swim now after buggering up the footage of Ian's fish. What you missed is, or I turned it off, is I walked into Ian's swim, going on about the sunset, looking at the sunset, taking photographs of the sunset, completely and utterly not noticing that he's got a rod on the floor and a fish in the net. As you'll have about to see what he'd actually caught. So, that's a bonus. Because he's not blank now. He's a happy chappy. I'm a happy chappy. Well, apart from the video footage would have been absolutely brilliant of me realising halfway through recording that I needed to actually help him out and do stuff and do a bit of photography, do a bit of photographing, helping out with the fish in the net because it was been an absolute pain in the butt, as they can be on here. They can be a right pain in the butt on here sometimes. But there we go. Anyway, I'm back in my swim now. A little bit of editing of my video. Shame I lost the bit I didn't want to lose really. But hey, one can only assume I pressed stop rather than take a photograph. Hey, but he's gonna let me know about that for the next couple of weeks. I don't blame him either. It's quite funny really. Right, I shall all being well, catch up with you in the night. With a few more fish between us. Hopefully some decent stuff. I think they're getting smaller. Oh well. It's a fish. Can't argue with that, can you? Oh, torpedo. Fighting machine. Oh well. There you go. A few hours later, a little bit bigger. I like that one. Tails on these things are mental. Mental. Amazing. Well, sun's up. Finally got up. It's at 9 o'clock. Now, there's shooting going on at sort of 6ish, which kept me awake for a bit longer, so I thought, no, I'll hang it out a little bit longer, have a little bit more of a rest. And yeah, Ian's just popped round and I'll put the kettle on, but he's had nothing, so this seems to be the sort of the area, but I'm not really, I could do with bigger fish really, that'd be nice. They seem to have sort of moved on. Just checking the direction of my lines, and they are pretty much back on where they should be, but heading for an absolute stonking day, I believe. Looking at that, looks absolutely beautiful. The wind, broken clouds, should be warm again today, so not more can we ask for really. Right, let's get this kettle on and have a cup of tea. What a fantastic view from my bivvy this afternoon. Absolutely gorgeous. I've got the food on, it's all looking good in there. The power pack charging everything up. The weather is looking absolutely wonderful. I'm heading into the last night. Hopefully, just hopefully, one of us will bag a really nice fish. Would be good, don't you think? Really would be good. But no, it's looking absolutely stunningly gorgeous out there, isn't it? Can't complain of that. Bit of cloud around earlier. Absolutely beautiful. Sit and eat me curry, have a glass of wine, relax and chill out and watch the sun go down, and get woken up several times with a carp in the night. Be fantastic. 14-15 pound, I reckon. Not bad. More or less in daylight. I'm whizzing off. Probably 7:30, 8:15. Happy with that. It's nice to catch a daylight fish, isn't it? Certainly is. Really is. Beautiful. Right then. Wild 10-pounders, as we call them. Which, oh, that's close. Which probably are. Probably about £10. Don't bother weighing them or anything like that. But do the other side before it says complete wobbly. That has just come on the rod. It's always good to see the other side of it. This has just come on the same rod I just cast out. And I can't mince words, I can't muck around, because Ian popped round. And yeah, Ian popped round and he's had a take and he's ran back. So look at this baby, absolute beautiful. Nice torpedo. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Right then. Don't hear that buzzing, do you? Rightio. Sort it out. Wow, it's the last morning. It's a fantastic session we've had. We're both really chuffed. I don't know if Ian's caught anything else over the last night. I'm not actually sure what my total is at the moment. I've had nothing else since about 11:30 last night. I'm putting that down to the temperature change. It got a lot colder. There's a bit of mist out of the water. It's hard to tell now. I'm not in a rush home today, nor is Ian, so what I'm doing at the moment is I'm going to give it a few hours. The rod's even further out. Single hook baits. There's no bait out there. I've just gone beyond my baited area. But I think later on what I might do is, if it stays sort of flat, calm and sunny, I might stick bags out and flip them to the left a little bit, try and find some bubbling fish. Just see where we go from there, realistically. But now, as you can see, the sun's coming up over the Our bank, absolutely gorgeous. Really good. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? I think the sun's not quite made it over the trees yet. Nearly there. Nearly there. What is interesting though is look at the vapour trails. Amazing, isn't it? Not really going about pollution at all, but however, that is one thing that I think I noticed as a fisherman, the vapour trails that are around, and cause a lot of, well, no cloud out here this morning in theory. Might be some fine stuff up there, but realistically, it's the vapour trails. But no, we've had a really good time. I've enjoyed it down this part of the lake. I've been here for a while. I don't know quite what success will do. I'll probably not get in here again. Sort of what generally happens. This is one of the reasons why I don't often fish down here. There's a good few swims on here, but really if there's more than 4 people, it's sort of done really. You can't do anything about it. It is what it is. There's 4 main swims, and once the 4 main swims are gone, that is it. Camera equipment there, all set and ready. Yeah. Nicely tucked away there in the bivvy all weekend. I think I've actually decided I'll actually probably use this bivvy for the winter realistically. Not smaller and compacter. Warmer, no doubt. And yeah. Have a go. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful morning. It's probably 7:20 at the moment. I nearly stayed in bed a little bit longer. It is a bit fresh out here. But no, I'm thinking I've got to do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to stay here beyond 12 o'clock. I'll be confident I had a chance of catching a fish. After no bites in the last sort of couple of days, I would say it's a bit of a slim chance really. So I've got to do something different. Really. So sometimes you just got to do things differently. Try and produce these different options. There we go, look at that. Beautiful lake. Bit of a step to get down and run down to your rods, but it is what it is. Sometimes you've got to dish, got to do. I've got to go slowly. Beauty of my my lamp. I have my little infrared lamp. You'll see in the pictures occasionally. And I've done a blog about it and a review about it. That's looked fantastic. Brilliant bit of kit. But doesn't that look absolutely wonderful? Oh, fish over the far side. Way along this tree line. Way out of anyone's range. Beautiful. Right, I can sit here and stand here and look at this forever, which I do with a cup of coffee, but I'm sure you lot don't really want to sit here watching this, and you never know, I don't know. You get people to comment. Go on, comment, what do you think? Love that view? There's the question for this vlog. Eh? The questions for the vlog, shouldn't we? Do you love that view? Right. I can leave you with that thought and that view, and I'll have a cup of coffee. Well, that's it. One rod sitting in a bush. It's about 12 o'clock now. Haven't seen anything out there at all. Everything's all packed around the barrow. The chair's just there. He's just got to do the same. So I shall bid you farewell for this trip. It's been a jolly good one, hasn't it? A lot better than I actually thought it was going to be. So quite happy about that. A few more fish to the list. Couldn't quite find the bigger ones this time, but that happens, especially on here. The little ones get on you. They get on you, and yeah, they just keep on trucking, so there's not a lot we can do there. But hey, right, well, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, enjoy, and do please comment. It would be nice to hear what people think about my videos and things. And if you're out there, catch yourself a lump, and see you next time.